Schubert Alley. I noticed Schubert Alley is crossed off up there along with Mozart, which runs north to Locust. So they have caution tape there. Also, Schubert happens to be the name, I think, of either the perpetrator or someone involved in the killing or murder of a young woman who just got married. Where was she? I have her in San Diego, that's not correct. Anyway, I'm forgetting all of a sudden where she was from, but anyway, a nurse. So I thought it was interesting that Schubert came up. The Warwick Hotel and Residence to the left. There's usually a big flag. There, but they've had it down for the past few weeks. I'm not sure what's going on. So I'll do a little loop. I'm not sure what's going on, but 17th Street apparently needed to get in the party. They wanted to be a part of the party. They didn't want to be left out. So we've got a special tent here between Chip City, which just opened, another chocolate chip bakery store, and the Salty Paws ice cream shop for dogs, biscuits for dogs. Both mint colored. So I thought it was interesting that Chip City went with mint green. Chase Bank. The chocolate chips smell good already. They're baking, I can tell. So, Imperfect Foods all the way up there in a pink van. And then that's my building there, oddly enough. So I wound up there, but there are days when I don't feel like paying rent. There's, for sure. So they have a dog sniffer checking the... Oh, so people have to come through. Illinois, burnt orange. So I guess, Ming or Mung 0971 Beamer. And I guess, I don't know if certain guests are allowed down here, or if you're actually, say you're actually in one of the hotels, do you have to go through a checkpoint here? Illinois 101352. 352 is Gainesville, Florida's area code. So Chevy Spark or similar. Ohio in the house, and Salty Paws. Kitchen Capers. Maine, I think. 942 on police. Elmira just took up with a theme that many people take up with the natural flowers and vine. Ford Expeditions, police, terrorism or similar. SWAT down here at Psychic Readings. CBD Kratom. So she thinks she's all that in a bag of chips, I'm told. 9E.
Breakfast bagel drop.
Everybody thinks they're important. And the Warwick. So who is lighting a potential war-like feeling? And there is usually a flag waving, a giant flag on that post. They would have like the state flag or similar over here, but for a couple weeks they haven't had it out.
It's going to be...
They're not high up enough. Parkway guys. Even the postmen feel more important. So there's a little known thing, no offense, There's a little known thing that happens when big stuff goes on in a city. Everyone's made to feel incredibly important and puffed up. It is a phenomenon, and the truth is everyone's like the little man behind the curtain. So you pull the curtain aside and it's like, oh, there's this puny little guy. Even Steven Spielberg, no offense, but when we were growing up, he was made to appear like the king of movie making, no offense. All of a sudden, I saw him in a red carpet thing. I don't even have a TV, but I watch on YouTube, and I was like, he doesn't look like he used to look, because someone started to pull away the curtain and the veil to show people for who they are. So we all know who someone is if you get to live with them and you're at home. I know a lot of people have money, and some people have money and they're still real. Some people have money and they're still living the illusion. So anyway, there are people who are thinking, oh, I know I have a brother out there running for this office or that office. He's a total schmuck, They told me to use the word schmuck. And at home, like, it's kind of sucky. So that's not the case every time, but I'm just saying, when people are kind of reduced down to size from their production status. So I grew up with people who loved to put on a production. Christmas parties, they said we have to put on a whole show to make ourselves feel more important than everybody else. But over time, those little veils start to fall. They get away with it for a while with certain people, and then it goes away. And people see them for who they really are. Nobodies. So, there you go. That's life in a nutshell. You could have a huge title and be a total nitwit. So there's your truther movement in action. So not to minimize, but there are people out here who bully people around, put on a production, think they're all that in a bag of chips. They have to take control, they dominate, they intimidate, they use all kinds of means to do so. Those people will be revealed. And their days are numbered. Oh well. I believe a little bit in the afterlife, and I know a lot of people who aren't gonna wind up in a happy place.